Thanks, Quentin. If flooding is a problem in your neighborhood, help could be on the way. Mississippi is among 5 states receiving new FEMA funding for flood mitigation projects. Madison County is set to receive $460,887 to fund phase 1 of a project intended to reduce and slow stormwater runoff within the county and city limits. FEMA announcing it is providing $19.9 million to Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Mississippi, and South Carolina for long-term work aimed at reducing flood risk and improving community resilience. The awards are part of more than $250 million FEMA says it is sending to support over 100 flood mitigation projects nationwide.